MB95, what's happening? And FTB lag. Thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Hey, good morning to you, man. I seen you race this morning, yeah? Nice race, championship race. Simple colon in the house. What's happening, man? How's it going? Morning, Simon. It's going all right, man. Just chilling. Just trying to get Type Blazer finished, you know. That's what's going on. I need to get more water, so give me 1 second. All right. Here we go, man. Here we go. Am I ready? I think I'm ready. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? Whole bunch of vibe coding. Lollapalooza, what's happening? What are you saying? Ikemans? What does that mean, man? Alright, what are we doing? We gotta check what work is up there for us. Hold on. Got way too many tabs open, man. Alright, I did a little Ralph Loop last night while I was sleeping, so there's a whole lot of stuff for me to check out that I'm unsure if it works, man. Eichmann's going in the next Type Blazer text. Ricky Wong, what's happening? Man, something went wrong with the championship thing yesterday. I'm not sure what happened. It's still a mystery. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. but I have some fixes for that. It's a South Park comment for Eichmann's Ike then Mans together. I haven't seen South Park in so long. I think I watched like one episode recently. And the last time I watched South Park was probably 20 years ago. Alright, so look at all these PRs that got merged last night, man. Maybe from this onwards, I have to check out. Kettle Bear, what's happened? Welcome to the party. Alright, PRs are made. This is my reviewer. Let me clear everybody who's made a PR. This Type Blazer incident has been resolved. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we address this issue. A detailed root cause analysis will be shared as soon as it is available. We will take the necessary precautions to prevent this from happening again in the future. Thank you for your attention on this matter. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I was a little bit upset. I thought the championship server was pretty stable, but then after closer inspection, it was very fragile. So hopefully we made it a little bit stronger. All right, what are we doing? I'm trying to just build and test locally all these changes that have been merged last night. So I gotta do some. What do I gotta do? Gotta make sure we're up to date, first of all, right? And then I gotta run the Docker, whatever it is, Docker Compose. Yeah. It might look a little crazy, not gonna lie, man. Well, wait, there's one thing that I'm working on that might be a little crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna make it live today or what. I got Claude Remote Control running here because on my other computer I was working on something this morning, and it's still working on it. So when this is ready, I think this is gonna be an interesting feature. The feature that I'm working on remotely is a little gambling in the site, man. You get a daily spin to get some type of loot box or whatever. We'll see how that goes. Ricky revealed us the secret to fast typing. Seaplane, what's happening? How you doing, man? No secrets, just spent the late 90s, early 2000s chatting online in English a lot. No, man, there is something more to it than that. Because you don't just get that fast chatting online, because I spent the late 90s, early 2000s, and the rest of my life chatting online in English a lot, and I can't type nearly as fast. So something else. But I also think I'm a fraud because I don't type how I'm supposed to. I don't type like the official correct way. I type like weird, man. I only use like 2 or 3 fingers per hand. I don't use all of my four fingers. So maybe if I was able to use my 4 fingers, I'd be able to type as fast as Ricky Wong. But because I only use like 2 and 3, like this, I'm like a dang velociraptor. I'm only at like 60% of my theoretical max speed. Anyways, let us try to do some things here. What we're doing, we're building this. All right, let's test it locally. Let's see what is included here. Let me start closing some of these tabs, man. Let's look what we gotta check out. From which one did I say? From this one onwards, I think. So, all right. Daily challenges should show up in your profile. Before they weren't. Let me see. All right, daily challenge right there. Maybe I should make a new issue. Daily challenge label in profile. Color is wrong. Let's make it the same color as the button on the front page. Some kind of teal cyan. I'm talking about the label in the recent games under your profile. I should be talking to it. I don't know why I'm typing. That loot box idea is mad cool. What would be in the loot box? What would be in the loot box? Things that you can get in the avatar shop and some other things as well, maybe. Avatar shop is still not finished, man. Nothing is really finished on this site. This is only like week 4 of me working on this site. So there is a lot to come, but I'm trying to like not try to implement every idea I have for like a version 1 release. But I plan to maintain this site and keep adding content to this site for as long as possible. I've always wanted like a forever project, and this might be it. Well, there's gonna be a lot of forever projects, but this is gonna be one of them. A forever project that I'm always improving and changing stuff and making it better over time. All right, let's see. So in our profile, we're able to see these new championship thing, daily thing, infinite mode, all that junk, you know. It looks like I've just been doing championship races here, because that's where the money's at. I think dictionary mode is still, I don't know if it's working fully yet, but we're gonna have to test it out. And I've done way more than 2 daily problems, that's for sure. So we're gonna have to see if maybe like the older data doesn't work, but the newer one will fire off the right categorizations and whatever. We'll see as time goes on. What else? This is a Ricky Wong request. Control A backspace to clear current word. Let me test that out. Control A. Oh shit. Alright. Ricky Wong special is working, but not in production yet. Just on my local test. I don't want to finish this text, man. What else we got? We've got... Alright. This one I checked, it seems to be working a little bit. We're gonna have to dig deeper to see if it's fully functional. Daily passage reset countdown timer. Let me see if that is there. Next, oh, that's the championship race. Oh, look, resets in 13 hours, 42 minutes. It's on the front. I guess that's okay. Satisfactory, I suppose. What's next? Prevent navigation deadlock after idle. I will have to test this once I push a new update. Improve room occupancy display for larger rooms. I don't know how to test that one, but we can try. I think I have a multiplayer test bot. I don't know how to work it though. I gotta ask AI. Give me the command to run some multiplayer bots in Typeblazer for a room. Alright, what is going on here? PR created, I can clear that. Oh, let me check up on my remote Claude. What is it doing? Still working real hard. Our multiplayer thing. Man, show me the command for 14 bots on with room code. I don't want to deal with that, man. Just give me the command. Here we go. Let's try it. Maybe this is the wrong port though. Oh wait, maybe it is the right port. I'm gonna just run it and see what's up. Failed to connect. Invalid URL. Uh-oh. Maybe I gotta put this over here. Alright, let's see. 15 bots in my little test server. This bug was to like fix the display of people. Maybe this needs to be smaller. Dang, look at them go. Is that too many? Alright, still alright, there's another bug I just seen one. Let me make an issue. The bug was multiplayer avatar leaderboard doesn't show usernames for some people. Yeah, that's what's happening. Whenever a user finishes a multiplayer race and the race is still going on, their username is not visible, only the position that they came in. Let's add the username next to their position in the progress bar. Don't make it disappear, please. Alright, what else? What else they want from us, man? Well, I don't know what they changed. Let me actually look at this. Maybe they changed... Oh, this wasn't actually a change like that. It just changed the hard-coded 15-player max to whatever the maximum amount of players is for that room is, right? So that there wasn't really anything to look at there. Maybe I thought it was doing another issue. Man, I got so many issues open. Maybe I thought it was doing this one. Anyways, I don't know if this is still relevant. Alright, whatever. What else is next on the things that got merged? Where was I? This one, this one. All right, that's it. Championship views. Oh, let me see what's going on there. Negative IQ viewer. What's happening? How are you doing? I'm not sure if this one is working. Whatever that bug was. Do you see the Jack tweet about 40% layoffs related to AI efficiencies or whatever? Yeah, I saw that. Do I believe it's because of AI or whatever? I don't know, man. You know, these guys are always trying to be sneaky. It could be. But I wouldn't just blindly trust it. It could be so many things. But maybe if I saw a bunch of other companies announcing the same thing, would I be worried? I don't know. I don't even have a job right now, and I'm not looking for a job because I already got laid off. So personally, I'm not too worried since I don't plan to try and get a job anytime soon. What do you think about it, Negative IQ viewer? All right, we got one more thing coming, man. You think I should build? All right, let me do it. I'll do it. I'm gonna build a new thing. And then we're gonna push this to prod. And then we're gonna work on some new features and bug fixes. That's a new trend. We don't lay off because of horrible economic macro. We lay off because of AI. Yeah, I don't know if I buy the true reasons, you know. I don't really have an opinion. I don't know the case besides his tweets and comments. So, not a good source. Yeah, I can only speculate, man. But they're always trying to play mind games with us, you know. All those people in those big companies, public traded companies. They always say things, but of course, they're trying to play chess, right? They read too much Art of War. That's the problem, man. All those people. If you ever read The Art of War, that's probably like the only book I've ever read, man. I'm not gonna lie. But I think all those like CEO type people, they always talk about books like that. And man, if you ever read that book, it's basically telling you like you gotta lie all the time if you're a leader. you gotta be sneaky and you gotta say all types of deceptive things and do things and pretend you're doing it for one reason, but the real reason is something else, you know? AI is still not that good for coding. They will regret it. It's good for a guide. This was talked about in another Twitch room. I was called in T2SDE. Man, AI is pretty good for coding, but I think you still need like somebody to guide it for sure. I think we need it as a guide for us, and we need to guide the AI. It's kind of like a partnership, right? Codependency? I don't know what it's called. Did you see that Claude rate limits were reset today? I did see that as well, man. Vertizoid in the house. What's happening, Vertizoid? I'm getting used to working, listening to you in the background. Chill vibes. Keep doing it, dude. Thank you so much, Vertizoid. I will be... the plan is to keep doing this for the next few years and just keep working on stuff and see how far I can take it. But I will be taking some time off in like 2 months because I'm going on my 6-week vacation. I won't stop working, really. I won't call it a vacation. But I will not be streaming during that time. Perhaps. Bro, looks like we get the same propaganda on Twitter. What? Twitter maybe is just a bunch of propaganda, man. Everything these days is propaganda, to be honest. I am so skeptical of everything I read. And I question myself sometimes, like, man, am I a victim of propaganda? Like, I've only been reading from, like, one or two things. I must be influenced by some type of propaganda. I think everyone is. DN Bull, what's happening? I also love CEO's message that, oh, my business is thriving, record profits, but we're gonna let you go anyways. Yeah, I don't. All them executives are real. I don't know. I don't want to say what's the right word. They're very cunning, I should say. I've tried ChatGPT and Grok, and you can get an answer, of course, but that answer can always be challenged, and AI winds up changing their response, catering to that challenge. What do you mean? Like AI slips up if you try and play mind games with it? I don't try and trick my AIs, man. The AIs that I work with, like my LLM bros, I don't try and like manipulate them and trick them and tell them crazy things, man. I treat them kind of like how I treat people. Maybe I'm a little bit mean to them sometimes. But I guess it's good to trick them to just see what you can get away with. I don't know if that's what you're talking about when you say challenge them or whatever. Because I know people be trying to give them riddles and stuff like that. Like I see everyone talking about, they're asking the AIs, hey man, there's a car wash 50 meters away. Should I walk there or should I drive there? You know? And then some of the AIs will tell them, if you walk there, how are you going to wash your car at the car wash? And then some LLMs would be like, yeah, you should just walk there. It's close enough. Anyways, what are we doing, man? I got work to do. What am I gonna work on? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we're trying to wait until this daily wheel thing. I think it just got merged. So let me take a look. And I have to run some migrations probably. Where are the migrations at, man? This. Should I just run this, man? Oh, this is a rollback. Here we go. Should I do all of them? Yeah, I'm gonna just run it all. 6 terminals on VS Code just to spin up on Claude Code. We can feel the guy who have 120. I don't even have 128, man. I got 96. I got 96, man. All right, let me run this thing real quick. Great success. And then I'm going to put it back up and see what's up. Simon, that's what I mean. If I say AI, write me an e-commerce website using PHP, it will write it. Then you say your code is not production ready. It will say, you're right, let me fix that. Then you say that and you keep changing it. Yeah, I think you can't be so like general with the AI. I find you have to be very specific. I don't know if you've actually tried to build anything or if you're just speculating on what might happen or reading what other people's experiences have been. I say the best way to get a good gauge on the capabilities is to pick up projects and spend like a week working on it with AI. And then maybe you'll see what's up. You can try whatever you want. My personal go-to right now is Claude Code, Open Code, Cursor, but there's a ton of other options out there. This is just a way to develop with AI. You can implement a Ralph to look past when it's done with tests. Startup me, what's happened? I've tried building with AI and it works, but production-wise, so many complaints from others and vulnerabilities discovered. But you can use AI to like get closer to like production ready or whatever, man. I think you can spot a lot of vulnerabilities. But even, all right, even if you didn't have I would bet a whole lot of money that if you hand built something for years and years and years and you are super meticulous about everything and then you launch your product, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of bugs and security issues and vulnerabilities in your code as well. So I don't think you can blame AI and say, oh, look, you can't write perfect code in the first time. So I think it's more of a process to eliminate vulnerabilities and bugs and things like that than it is like to just point the finger at one tool that you're using and blame it for everything. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I think there are some people out there that do that. As always, will just take longer, right? Starting with just AI to ask questions is great and low risk. Vim Tim, what's happening? Maybe it's Grok and ChatGPT Claude could be much different, and I'm sure paying for it might be the case. Claude has been good, but sometimes ChatGPT is better in certain cases. Sometimes Gemini is better in my cases, depending on what. Sometimes I give all three things or anything a chance to work on a feature, and then I take the best implementation. That is why skills are so important for AI to protect the context and reproduce test checks. Yeah, I think skills are. I've noticed big improvements when I use certain skills. I don't use many skills, but I guess maybe I do a little bit. I don't use them too much. But the first time I use like skills, I noticed big difference in like the outcomes and the results. So we take like we humans write bugs and vulnerabilities all the time. The AI is trained on our BS, yeah. If you build something manually for years, there'll be that guy in his cave launching pen testing AI agents that will break your code base in 30 minutes. There are some who do that. I don't. I always coded without AI and have seen my own vulnerabilities, but I mainly use AI to guide when I'm stumped on a problem. Yeah, I think AI is a great accelerator in most cases if used responsibly. Anyways, man, I'm out here just trying to build this typing website. So I have this thing up, so let's see if this daily spin thing works. Daily spin, look at that. There's too many buttons on this site now. I gotta like figure out the UI in a bit. This wheel looks kind of ugly, but should I spin it? Failed to record spin. I don't think this feature is ready. Clearly not. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wait, who do I tell this to, man? It's merged. Oh, so I guess I can just start a new thing. I'm working on a new feature for a daily spin. Right now, it's merged into main, but there are some concerns that I have. First, it looks real ugly and generic, and the animations to spin also look real ugly and low budget, man. We gotta get some big budget animations and make it look real cool. And I want it to look as addicting as possible. Use all those psychology tricks to make you want to come back and spin it every day with the red color notifications and everything like that, man. And that's it for now. Oh, it also doesn't work. Here's the bug it said, or the thing it said in the browser console. Anyways, error. All right. Don't forget the purple gradients. The scientists, what's happening? Xenos 906, what's happening? Welcome to the party. How are you doing? No, I can't trick people. Sorry. I suggest you read Anthropic Doc about prompting. Hey, are you saying my prompting is whack in a nice way? The model works better when the questions are made by the end of the prompt. All right, do you have a link to that? Let me see. I've read a lot of their docs. This one, prompt engineering overview. How to prompt engineer. Oh, wait, this one. All right, I will try to remember. Wait, see, number 9. Complex prompts from scratch. I definitely have not read this one. Commercial. All right, just don't use Google's Gemini, as I saw a YouTube video on how hackers have hacked that and gain information on your accounts when the user uses it. Is that so? I never heard of that. All right, ads. Everybody got ads. All right, this is a lot for me to read right now, so I'm gonna have to read this later on. All right, what are we doing? We are doing the daily spin thing, but also I'd like, oh wait, I think I built my new binaries here. Should I push them? Let's see. My prime belongs eternally to a dude in Brazil that teaches data for free on Twitch. Hey, nice. Oh, my bad. Can you explain to me what I'm watching? I'm new. Xenos. Sorry, I just took so long to respond. I'm vibe coding a website called typeblazer.com. It's a typing website to practice typing. There's a championship race every hour. There's a daily challenge that you can type and see where you rank with other people doing the daily challenge. What else can you do? There's multiplayer, different modes. Yeah, different single player modes. Just type in website, man. That's it. You got a profile. Everyone has an avatar, heat map of when you've done typing practice, some quick stats about your whole account, and you can buy stuff in the avatar shop, new avatars, new glasses or accessories or whatever. So that's what you're watching, man. You're watching me work on that. And the magician, how are you doing? Welcome. You saw the notebook number 9. Yeah, I seen it, but I didn't read it. I will read it offline in my own time. But thank you for sharing. How old is this though? 2 years ago, man. Is this like outdated knowledge? I don't want to read some 2-year-old book. Should I? They must have some updates in the last 2 years that makes this a little obsolete, but maybe I'll still take a look. Look at that, everything 2 years ago. This whole prompt engineer interactive tutorial seems a little dated, man. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe they got something newer, or It's very cool to be honest, possibly, but the usage of XML tags are pretty useful. All right, I'll still take a look, man. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so uh-oh. 665 666. Maybe this one is working on some of those things. All right, 663. We got to work on that. Do issue 663. This is bad prompting you're telling me. Startup me. Just, man, I said through issue? Come on, man. I said do issue. Do issue 663. That's as far as my prompting skills goes, man. But to be honest, even with the shit prompts that I give it, it's doing a really great job at figuring out like its task. Even with like such a, all right, this is just kind of like a not a real prompt because the real prompt lies within the issue. But I don't offer like extensive details. I try to describe generally what's going on, and then I just make the LLMs figure it out. This seems to have been enough for me so far. I guess because these are not like crazy issues or something. But if there was a tricky bug, I do try to give as much information as possible. Or if it's like a new feature, I try to give it the specs as much as possible, you know. All right, what else we're trying to do here? I don't think I ate enough today before stream. Who uses XML tags when talking to Claude Code? I use XML tags for system prompts, but for Claude, I don't see the benefits. Hey, Negative IQ viewer, did you read the thing? Maybe, I don't know either, but maybe we'll show you some things with XML. I'm gonna take a look later. It is not bad, but what I learned there is that he doesn't. Wait, is that he doesn't do better when questions are reinforced by the end? Wait, he does better when questions are reinforced by the end and the chain of thought and etc. And Claude has a different way to manage their context. That is why most tasks it goes into plan mode before starting the task itself. Yeah, I always manually set plan mode. Can you think out loud so we can hear your thoughts and ideas? The Magician, I try to do that as much as possible. Like, I almost never keep my thoughts to myself while I'm streaming. But if you find that I'm not doing it enough, let me know and I'll try to do better for you. I don't know if that was you telling me I'm not talking enough about what I'm thinking about. Anyways, here we go. What else am I looking for? All right, so right now I'm trying to find some issues that we can do in parallel. Right now I have Claude working on he's working on my daily spin thing there. This one is working on, I forget what already. It's working on a bug in my UI with the way names are displayed. And then I want to find 1, 2, 3 more issues to work on in parallel. Tonko Blanco, what's happening? You should spin up your own AI with Olama. That would be awesome. What do you mean my own AI, man? You mean like make Meta create a digital AI version of me? That sounds a little bit sketch, man. I don't know. I guess there's enough data of me out there for them to create like a perfect AI model from my videos or something, man. And my speech patterns and all that. It's a little scary, actually, now that I think of it. They could make... Anyways, let me not talk about that. Um, what are we doing now? We're trying to find 3 more issues. So we're working on this one, 663. These two may or may not be worked on already with this LLM that I just kind of told him to do some stuff. Simon AI trained on all Twitch past broadcasts. Yeah, that would be too scary, man. 662, I guess. Do issue 662. This one is a problem that I've been trying to figure out. 659. Do issue 659. And then custom colors for avatar animals. Not yet. Reddit OAuth. We don't need that yet. I don't know what this is. Looks like some cleanup tech debt. 654. Let's do it. Plan mode. Push create PR. Very nice. Alright, so this one here is just looking for pull requests to review them and then merge them into my main branch. I think perhaps we can find one more bug since Anthropic reset my weekly limits, man. They just gave me back 25% of my usage. Wait, not logged in? What are you talking about? 659. Alright. Dang, we already hit 5% today for the week. It's crazy talk. Do issue 659. Was it 659? I think so. Man, too many splits. Pranish, what's happened? You're not a fan of the splits? How do you manage your multiple terminals? Do you rather tabs than splits or what? Or do you have some other... I don't really use anything special, man. I just have VS Code terminal, which is probably whack to a lot of people here. I know there's probably better tools out there, man. So I'm curious, how do you manage with many terminals? Wait, what is going to be your next project when you feel Blazor is at its peak? I have a few projects. The next project that I'll be working on stream, it will be maybe Algo Blazor. You do what makes you more productive, but I use Tmux. I use Tmux, by the way. Yeah, everybody talks about Tmux, man. Everybody talks about how Tmux is the greatest thing and how you can do so many cool things with it. But I don't even know what Tmux is, man. Maybe I should check it out if everyone's talking about it. Tmux is dope. Yeah, someone was telling me how you can like send session keys between sessions. I don't know what that even means, man. But you can like do something like that. I don't know what the benefit is. They didn't really explain. They just told me I could send session keys to a new session. You know? You gotta explain to me like I'm 5 out here. I'm not a terminal type of guy. I don't really know what these things do, man. Alright, what else we got? I'm just a vibe coder, you know? Just running off of vibes out here. And VS Code. Alright, I think if we get these done, it would be cool. Let's see. Tmux allows you to make multiple terminals one terminal and display it the way you have it within one terminal. I don't know what that means. Make multiple terminals in one terminal under sessions. All right, what would you call this though? Is this multiple terminals in one terminal? Because this is like one terminal with multiple terminals. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding what you mean by that. I also build coffee.tmux, a plugin manager for it. You should definitely try tmux. It is pew pew pew. I'll try it out one of these days, man. This is multiple terminals inside VS Code window. All right. No, but is there like a technical advantage to it, or is it just something that you can customize more? And like what can tmux do that I cannot do right now? I'm not trying to like be difficult and tell you tmux is whack or anything. I'm just curious, like try to sell me on putting in some effort to switching over to tmux, and I will consider it. I'm not saying you need to do it, man. Maybe I'm just lazy. I should just go look up these things myself, you know? I'm just trying to get you guys to do work for me. All right, let's just push PR, open PR, whatever. This is multiple terminal. Oh, you can also save multiple projects with splits, and you can save the look and the feel that you can get this back when you restart the Mac. All right, that's nice to save the layout. I don't restart my Mac often. I just kind of leave this window open just like this, so I don't have to like reconfigure it all the time, man. That's my solution to that problem. But maybe it would be better if I could actually restart and keep everything, you know. All right, maybe this weekend I'll check out tmux to see what's up. But yeah, is using tmux like the new I use Arch meme these days? I use Arch Linux, by the way, and tmux, in case you're wondering. One use case is while doing SSH, instead of connecting it like 5 times for 5 terminals, you can connect once, install tmux on server, create 5 tmux panes or windows. That's nice. Although I rarely SSH these days. But this is nice for sure. That's what I was gonna say. You guys restart your box. Multiple panes. Split your terminal window into several panes, each running its own command or process. Multiple windows. Create multiple windows within a session. Switch between them easily. Man, you guys aren't doing a great job at selling it. I think, all right, this one was, this point was good with the SSH thing. That's a good point. I'll give you that. This point, man, I feel like all the terminals have this. Like every terminal I've ever used in the last few years has some type of way to manage, you know, split windows. But maybe I'm just misunderstanding what you mean by multiple panes or multiple windows. Isn't a window and a pane this, like what? You guys getting too crazy with the terminology. I hate installing something on servers. Hey, Moon Tori, what's happened? The main technical advantage is that it lives inside the shell session. So if you close the terminal, your session would be alive. Useful so SSH connections don't get dropped. I see. Yes. I understand this. A little bit. But, you know, whenever I SSH, I don't know if this is the same though, but I always try to use screen whenever I SSH into something, the screen thing, so that if I do disconnect and I have to reconnect, I can always just pull up the same session that I was on with the screen thing on my server. But it is a little bit annoying sometimes if the screen name is really weird. It's not very UI user friendly, I think. But I've been doing that for years, so it's not such a big deal. Second around, first time chatting. Welcome, Moontori. What was that noise? That noise was a championship race noise. All right, I will look into T-Mux this weekend. All right, I had a little noise, which means championship race in 1 minute 35 seconds. Here we go. So I'm working on this website, typeblazer.com. It is a typing website, and every hour, on the hour, there is a championship race. Things are still under development. I'm trying to get everything more stable on the website, but this is the most important race on the website. Does that mean notifications are working? They do work. It makes sounds and everything. Although I don't know where the browser notifications go. But Ricky Wong confirmed that he's getting the browser notifications. Maybe I have mine like muted or something. I don't know where to see them. All right. Tmux runs directly in your terminal using minimal system resources. No need for graphical interface or heavy IDE overhead. VS Code can be resource intensive, especially with multiple terminals and extensions open. In terms of SSH capabilities, Screen is just older than Tmux, but they do the same. I see. So Tmux is the new kid on the block for, it's like a spiritual successor for Screen. And I definitely like Screen, man. Screen is absolutely useful when SSHing into my servers and picking up like where I left off. All right, here we go. Championship race. Am I gonna come last? Am I gonna come first? We'll see. Dang, 86 only. Man, we gotta fix those usernames, but that's one of the bugs we're working on right now. Man, look at those avatars. I'm wondering. Well, we'll see. We'll see about some stuff. Oh yeah, should we check my VS Code? Look how many dang things I got open. These are all the Claudes. Dang. 0.52. What kind of old ass Claude is this, man? What were we looking at? VS Code? Man, I got lots of SSH or ZSH stuff. Claude's open. I should probably restart this machine, huh? Where's VS Code at? A, B, C, D. I don't even see VS Code. Maybe we should just sort by, you say it's resource intensive. Maybe memory intensive. 1 gig of memory. Is that bad? How much RAM do I have? I got 96 gigs. Just use search. You can search? Oh, VS Code. Code. This is, well, it's picking up codecs and stuff. Yeah, 1 gigabyte. Is that a lot, man, in 2026? Not sure. Anyways, that site is cool. Thank you. What are we working on though? $96 gigs could do whatever you want at that point. Yeah, that's why I got it, I guess. Especially, I don't know, it might be a little bit more future proof. Man, I think I really wanted to wait for the next generation Mac Studio. But I don't think I could wait that long, like 4 or 5 months minimum, because I needed a computer right now. Digital Drummer J, happy Friday. Welcome to the party. Why though? 96 is the minimum amount of memory that you can select for the Mac Studio Ultra, the M3 Ultra. For me, the hype behind Tmux for CLI coding is that you don't lose, you can leave your session in the background and then come back to it later instead of having 10 tabs open. Since it's running on the background, it doesn't care if you close your terminal GUI. Yeah, I guess so. Is what I do considered terminal coding? Terminal vibe coding, I guess. Let me see. PRs being reviewed. Let me clear these out. Free them up for other work. Anyone who's made a PR is gonna get new work. Thanks, 70%. What was this working on, man? 5659. Race League's not visible. Oh. Review this with Principal and Devil's Advocate agents. Wait, why did I get 96 gigs? No real reason, man. The internet told me to. That's why I understand though, didn't tried, so probably, wait, what? Since it's running on the background, it doesn't care if you close your terminal GUIs. That's what I understand though. I see. I misread that part. All right, three more issues we gotta find. Let's see. I guess these already have PRs. Maybe merge. This one is under review. Doing that one somewhere. I don't know, man. Should we work on some avatar accessories? All right, let's do this one. Because I have a lot of changes that I want to push to production. If you have the time, we can help you with the Tmux setup. Yeah, no, not today, man, not today. Today, I'm trying to like get some things done with Typeblazer. But this weekend, in my own time, I won't be doing it on stream. I'll mess with the Tmux. And then maybe on Monday, you guys can tell me what's up if you're here. All right, let's do issue. Think about the best way to implement new accessories. If you have any ideas for really cool accessories that will impress everyone in the whole world, let me know what those accessories would be. In fact, not only if you have any ideas, man, I need you to think of 5 more accessories that will be the most impressive, cool looking, legendary accessories of all time. Use one of the let me get the correct names. My experimental animal 2 page .html. My main advantage is if I have a power outage and I'm using Tmux mixed with Tmux Resurrect, I don't lose anything. I can spin it back up. It's all good. Man, how often do you have power outages, man? If that's the main advantage, that's crazy. um, that's like the main advantage, you know. Wait, Arch plus Tmux plus Neo or Envim. I don't use any of those things, man. Maybe I'm a bad tech guy or something. I'm not a fan of Envim. I'll stick with VI and Vim. What's the difference between VI and Vim? I don't even know there's a difference between that and Envim. I don't know what Envim really is. I don't use terminal like you guys, man. I click on buttons in VS Code. I like to use this little get source control thing to do my clicking and my scrolling. But maybe that's just me being stubborn. Not often do I have them, but during winter I get a lot. NVim is new, Vim is older, VI is oldest. Are they all like related, or are they maintained by like different people, or it's like the same people? And this is like Vim 1, Vim 2, Vim 3. Don't defense. Welcome to the party. You want to do a little type racer, huh? Of course. Let's get the type racer over with, because it's probably one of the last type racers we'll be doing here. Because I think type blazer might be the main thing we do starting next week. We'll see though. Related, Vim uses Vim script for configuration, and Vim uses Lua for configuration. I'm okay doing a type blazer. No, I don't want to like officially move to type blazer just like that. I want it to be, you know, like a big ceremony to deprecate the dang type racer and officially move to type blazer. So let's go. Ban Ricky, yeah, right, man. Ricky is a true typing warrior here. Don't defense just doesn't like anybody who's faster than him, man. Bunch of haters out here. Nah, there's only one big hater, man. His name is Don't Defense. Don't you worry, Ricky Wong. You're always welcome here. Here we go. The first race is just a warm-up. Wait, I didn't even give YouTube the link, man. Man, Ricky, what happened? Don't let Don't Defense scare you, man. Alright, where are we going? Oh yeah, I was gonna give the link to my hands hurt because of Simon. What did I do, man? I didn't do anything. Wait, when are you adding a place to add feature requests? Yeah, I don't, that's not in the pipeline, man. You can just tell me right here. Oh, you made that infinite feature? It's not, it's times, man. So what do you do, like the 120? All right, here's a championship race, man. Are you guys ready? Ricky Wong, get in here, man. Where you at? All right, I'm starting the race. WPM, yeah, WPM is too small. I won't race without Ricky. Hey, look what you did, Don't Defense. You scared away people by being too mean, even though you only tried to pretend to be mean. Oh man, that was a hard passage. All right. Not worth. Is that some good typing? Nah, not from us, man. I'll take that second place. Well, heck, yeah, I didn't even know what the passage says, man. 6 pieces? Anyways. Alright, here we go. Championship Type Racer. Type Racer doesn't hit the same anymore, man. Alright, don't defense. You see what your behavior has caused, man? Anyways, maybe Ricky Wong is in a meeting or something. Or maybe he only races on Type Blazer championship race because he knows that's where it really counts, man. What was I doing? 87? Do I even want to add my name on an 87? Oh, wait, I'm clicking the same link that I'm already on, man. Alright, here we go. Wait, are you good at system design, Simon? Absolutely not. I know you're good at leak coding, but I don't know about system design. Obviously, you're probably good since you worked at Google. That's not obvious that I'm good. I'm terrible at system design. I've never studied system design, and I don't plan to study it. Are the passages randomly generated? No, they're not. Well, they're not randomly generated. They are pre-generated with AI, but I scrape like Wikipedia articles and I convert them into passages. But these passages are just a placeholder right now. They're not the final thing, man. So they're just there for us to like test the website while it's still under development. All right, let's see what's going on with the LLMs. Oh, just push it. Should we open a PR? Yeah, sure. What's this one? Love them all. Wait. Flame crown, astronaut helmet, phoenix plume, diamond tiara, thunder horns. All right, let's see, man. Let's see. Let's keep them. Thunder horns login? Software tools, what? What do you mean thunder horns login? All right, what is this saying? Oh, I had it review with the principal and devil's advocate. Principal engineer, blocking event loop bug. Interesting. Whatever, let's just implement it, see what's up. Alright, here we go. Alright, we need 2 more issues to work on. Maybe this third one. Actually, I'll just clear. We need 3 more issues to work on now, but I'm running out of issues, maybe. Maybe it's time to find more issues. When a game gets a cool update, you say the thing and log in like you're going to play it because of this new feature. I did not know that, man. When has this become a thing? Maybe I'm just not a gamer these days. Alright, we gotta finish some of these review follow-up things, man. Should I just tell it to do all of them? I don't even know what they really are, but 611634. Don't really know what they are. The AI's made those bugs, but it's like a follow-up issue after it reviewed something. don't know if this is relevant. I will close this one. All right, what else they got for us? Let's see. They were working on this one. Might be working on those. I'm gonna say do issue 666. Man, I am so hungry right now. Messed up today by not eating enough food before I started to stream. Alright. Get some food and chill with it. No, I don't like to eat while I'm streaming. Unless maybe I'm doing like a crazy long stream. But usually my streams are about 3 hours. So I try to eat just before I stream so that I can last without eating. Alright, we're doing big work, man. Big work going on. Should I check my usage? 7%. Why don't you stream more? Man, don't I stream enough? I stream literally 6 times a week, don't defense, and 2 times of those 6 times. I'm streaming twice a day, man. You seem to work a lot offline. Yeah, I do, because it's easier for me sometimes. If you can push through it when you're hungry, you're hungry. But if you don't like eating on stream, totally get that. Yeah, I don't like to interrupt my stream by eating. But why work while not streaming seems like free content. Man, you should try streaming for 8 hours a day and then you come back and tell me how you like it. I don't enjoy streaming all day, every day, man. I have a wife, I have a stepchild, I have other things and responsibilities I need to do. I have plants I gotta take care of. I got food that needs to be eaten. Like I can't. So even when I'm working, like I'm not always working down in the basement in my streaming room, man, Why not Claude Code? Why? Because when I'm not streaming, I'm Claude coding, and then I put on my Ralph loop, and then I leave the computer, and instead of like trying to entertain everyone while my Claudes are going, I'm spending time with my wife or my family, and maybe spending time with my plants, doing chores. What else? Taking care of life stuff, man. I'm already giving you guys a lot of hours, I think. If you're vibe coding offline, you have to be streaming more for us? Nah, man. If I did that, I'd get burnt out real easily. I got an awesome setup. Thank you very much. So I think it's especially that I plan to do this for literally the next 2 years at minimum. I need to go at a sustainable rate. And I think streaming 50 hours a week is not too sustainable for me. I'll probably burn out really quickly like that. But right now I'm doing, let's calculate, 5 times 3, 15 hours only for vibe coding. So I'm doing like 25, a little bit less than 25 hours a week maybe. Streaming, and then so it's like more than half my time you get to see. And then sometimes I like to work on things in secret because I don't feel like I'm ready to share everything I'm working on yet. So when I work offline, it gives me an opportunity to explore things without the pressure of being entertaining and being nice to people and stuff. Sometimes I don't want to worry about trying to be nice to people, man. I was trying to do my thing. You know, on stream, a lot of people will always try to tell you you're wrong, or tell you this is wrong, or that looks ugly, or this or that. So, man, it's good to just take a break, man. Sometimes you just want to tell people to go pound sand. Yeah, sometimes, but I try not to. I try to keep my cool mostly. I don't think I've ever lost my cool on stream, man. I don't think I've ever lost my cool at work either, except maybe one time. One time at work I lost my cool. Some guy stepped to me with a bad attitude and I didn't know who the hell he was. And I had to clap back, and then he apologized. But I still wasn't nice to him after that. And he was trying to like flex his rank and stuff. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm a Uber TL and you can't do this. I'm like, man, shut up. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me, man. And like, he didn't even know me, and he's like raising his voice at me. I had to raise my voice at him. And then he turned into a little wimp for some reason. Anyways, I was like an L3 at the time, and he was L6. And he tried to... Anyways, I don't want to talk about that. I didn't think... Yeah, I get angry sometimes. Anyways. Push it, create a PR. Yeah, some people, man, very disrespectful for no reason. That's an all-time code. Man, that I didn't make that up. It's from a dang movie. I forget which movie. I don't even know. It's one of them dumb Will Ferrell or Ben Stiller movies. I don't remember which one. You should have not told us. Why? I can't just steal credit for something that isn't originally mine. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Where's it from, man? I don't even know where I heard it. Wedding Crashers. Anyways, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Is that a brick wall or a real wallpaper? Don't Defense says I should not tell you guys what it is. I don't want to break the illusions here. Disrespect gets met with more disrespect. Give respect to get respect. Give respect and you'll get give disrespect and you'll get disrespected. That should be everyone's motto, but apparently it's not. Yeah, I'm usually super respectful to people, man, until I sense a little bit of disrespect. Then I just I don't know. I don't like to escalate things too much, but I don't like people to think that they can just talk like that to other people, especially in a professional environment, man. All right, what are we doing? Can you make WPM bigger? Yes, they're definitely too tiny. Don't Defense, 100%. I need to change it. Let me see exactly where. Everywhere, really. This WPM, I want it to be bigger. All of them, everywhere. Infinite mode, they're all the same. So let's make a new issue, and then we'll do it right now. Make WPM bigger, more visible. Right now, the WPM is a little tiny text in the bottom left corner of the passage area. This WPM should be a lot bigger so that people can see it with their peripheral vision as they are typing. maybe we can place it somewhere else. You decide where's a nice place to put it. But for sure, the text needs to be bigger, bolder, and more visible. Politics are definitely a big part of the job. Lots of ego in corporate America. Lots of ego, man. Will you ever expand the website to an actual smartphone app? No plans whatsoever to do that, because how many people type on their smartphone like that, man? I'd say like 10 people in the world. I'm not trying to build a whole app to cater to those 10 people in the whole world, you know? The only typing speed that matters nowadays is phone typing speed. Dang, Drinking Monkey, maybe you've just swayed me a little bit from absolutely not making an app for this website to you're telling me there's a chance that it might happen one day. But I don't think it will work the same way. Like typing, I don't know. I would have to think of something radical, like to address all the issues that you have on mobile with trying to do a typing race. You know, like the little screen is gonna be like this big, man, and stuff. I don't know. But for now, this is not planned for my version 1.0 release. All right, let's see what's going on over here, man. Push it, create a PR. This one is idle. I'll give it 674. But I really want to see the dang accessory. Oh shit. It's adding the accessories, man. Don't add them. Don't add the accessories yet. I just want you to show me what they look like in the HTML page. Dang. Good thing I have to run the database stuff like manually. 6740 total issue count is almost 700. Yes, it is almost 700, man. But it's not really that high because before I had 4 repositories, and then at some point I merged them all into one mono repo, and then they copied all those issues over. So I think I started this off at like 200 or 300 issues, and then now we've grown it to however much, 700 issues. We've only closed that many though. And then I've done about, on this mono repo, I've done 231 pull requests in the last 2 weeks or so. So I've been doing work, man. I don't know if that's a lot, but it feels like a lot to me. I've never done this much work in my life, man. Just getting started with the LLM APIs. How are you tracking your token usage with Claude? VManchu, I do not track my token usage, man. I don't care about that stuff. I only care about, have I used up all my tokens? I'm on the max plan, let me just say that first. So I'm not paying per API thing. I have a monthly plan and stuff. Keyboards are going to disappear. Everything will be using our voice and gestures. Pantero, welcome to the party. I imagine keyboards will probably disappear as we know them at some point in the future, but I don't imagine that happening in the next decade. So we'll see after that. You have the night shift with Ralph. Tuki. What's happened? I did hit the night shift with Ralph today, man. I didn't get much done, but it did enough. And I was happy I did that tonight because usually I don't run it at night. I don't know why. Maybe I should. But tonight I ran it, and then I woke up in the morning and then I saw Claude reset everyone's weekly limits. I was like, yeah, I'm happy I burnt those tokens. All right, what are we doing? This one, doing work. Oh, you know what? We've reviewed a bunch of stuff. Like, not personally, but my reviewer has reviewed a bunch of things and merged them into main. So maybe now I'll rebuild and see like the new changes. I haven't pushed anything yet to production, but I'm itching to push something new to production, man. You will review the PR in the morning. How are you using it? So Tuki, sometimes I'll just leave my Ralph loop and I give it some very specific issues to solve. I don't like to leave the Ralph loop and make it like choose from my issues in my repository, because a lot of the issues are maybe I don't really want to work on them right now. They're like future things. I haven't organized them. I haven't prioritized my issues. So it's all just one big bank of issues. So if I ever leave my Ralph loop on while I sleep or while I go to the supermarket or whatever, I will handpick issues. Like just like I do live on stream, I'll select, all right, do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. And then I'll feed the Ralph loop scripts those specific issues and say just do these issues. And I'll walk away for however long, the whole night. And then when I come back, everything it gets merged into main, because I have this guy watching my repository, this one here. It will watch for any PRs that get opened and it will review them and merge them. So then maybe use a remote. Nah, I'm not remoting when I'm sleeping, man. And I'm not trying to like remote into Claude when I'm at the supermarket or something. My Ralph loop is mostly autonomous, so I don't have to like give any input. But anyways, after it finishes all those tasks, I'll come back and I'll just check things myself locally before I push things to production. Of course, I don't think I catch everything, man. I need more environments. Like I need a different environment than just production. Anyways, here we go. Let's see what they've changed. The daily spin. What the hell? It looks a little ugly still. It doesn't even spin. Already spun today. How can I gotta do some things to figure out how I can spin more often. Daily spins. But my daily spins is empty, man. How did... Maybe... Alright. I gotta figure out a way to test this. Which means I gotta ask Claude. Alright, I have this new daily spin feature, but it's quite difficult to test because I'm only allowed one spin per day. What do you suggest I do to fix this? Maybe you can tell me how I can reset my daily spin in the Supabase tables or whatever. Tell me where you put the data that I've spun. Is it local? Is it in my Supabase? I'm looking in my Supabase and I don't see anything. Random little fireworks at the top. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be like that, man. I'm probably just hide this daily spin thing for now until it's ready. Maybe I'll make a PR for that. Alright, what else did we work on, man? I feel like we merged a bunch of stuff besides that. GSAP animations. I don't know what that is. Oh, cyan color for daily challenge in the profile. Let's see. Alright, that's cyan. Very good. Is the app running locally? Can you just set the daily spin limits to unlimited for testing? Yeah, but I don't want to like tell Claude to do anything, man. I like it to just figure out what it's supposed to do and let me know what it thinks is the best way. Unless I'm like very opinionated on it. But right now, I don't have a great setup with my environments, Mendez. Everything is kind of connected to the production database, even if I'm running it locally, which is not great. And I'm trying to fix that this weekend sometime, perhaps, because I feel Typeblazer is getting enough. I guess it's getting far enough where I should not be running things in production like that, like testing in production and whatnot, you know. And I've already caused a few outages, man. Like yesterday, I caused at least 2 outages just messing with things. So I'm gonna stop testing in production because it's bad practice. All right, so the simplest way, man, I don't. All right, I don't see any entries in Supabase for daily spins, but it says I've already spun today. Could it be it's caching something in the browser cache? As I say, when I test in production. Yeah, I don't think it's such a big deal, man. Everybody likes to blow it out of proportion. But all right, I think testing in production is bad if you actually have users and a mature like production system. But if you have a new app and you don't really have any users, man, who cares about testing in production, right? I guess I do have some. I have like 10 users on my app, so perhaps now I should be more careful. I don't think all of the standard knowledge about software engineering applies to like every single project, right? I think it's great practice in corporate world, but man, in side project world, nobody cares. Everybody does it, no problem, yeah. Hey, I did it at Google too. I did some testing in production in Google because it's like, geez, how else are you gonna do something sometimes? There's only one way to find out, man. Send it. That's the real test. All right, what is it saying here? Straightforward. It's truly empty. Likely a time zone mismatch. No. They don't know what they're talking about, man. This LLM is tripping right now. Let me go to my daily spins. I swear, look at this thing, man. Daily spins, not a dang thing in there. And they're telling me I've already spun. All right. How do I clear my cookies and stuff? Do I want to clear everything? Is it like here? Alright, let me try again. You break it, you fix it. No worries in the corporate world. Man, if I break it, I roll it back. That's how I'd roll. Alright, daily spin. Let's try it with incognito. Already spun today. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try a different account that I absolutely did not spin on. Alright. Failed to record spin. Already spun today. Alright, something is wrong. 100% sure. On a fresh account, the first thing it tells me is failed to record spin. After I click the button again, the next time it tells me you already spun. I never got any prize. Nothing is in Supabase. You gotta tell me what the hell is going on, man. You gotta think really hard about this one. Otherwise, I'm gonna ask Codex. Which is made by OpenAI, ChatGPT, your competitor. All right. Wait, what is this asking me? Shit, I just said yes to something that I'm not sure what I said yes to. Anyways. Claude is about to lean forward to solve this one. Hey, we'll see. Bully? Nah, that was not bully. I was just setting realistic expectations. Wait. I just saw the 6-month free Claude Code Max for open source contributors, and you should have been updating those readmes a lot more. Dang, how do you get that? How do they categorize open source contributors? Just, or is it like a select few projects or what? Will this be open source at some point? No, not this. I love that everyone who sees when Simon does this calls him a bully. Threatening. Why is that? I'm not a bully, man. Nowhere did I bully it. I just told it what would happen if it can't do it. It's like, imagine you're a coach on a football team or something, man. Your star player just missed 6 penalty shots in a row, or 6 whatever touchdown passes, wide open, missed, whatever sport you're playing, man. Of course, the coach is gonna come and talk to his star player and be like, hey, man, if you miss that next shot, we might have to bench you for today because you're not feeling it right now. You know, I don't think that's bullying. I think that's just you got to do something. That was the equivalent of a pip threat. Nah, I'm not gonna pip Claude until it, you know, needs a pipping. All right, let me see here. There it is. Migration. Add spin streak exists, but hasn't been applied to Supabase yet. Is that true? I don't think that's true, man. But actually, maybe it is true. Let me just apply this migration. Man. You'll fire him, not Pip. Yeah, I'm not paying this thing to leave, man. Alright. So I just applied that dang migration thing. But now it says I still already spun today. Do I have any more accounts to test? Shit. Dumpy Don is in the house, everybody. What's happening, Dumpy Don? Type Blazer getting better day by day, but not my WPMs, man. You gotta practice more or something. My WPMs aren't getting better either. And now it gives me a time. Man. Receive the points? I don't know. Any errors in dev2 when you spin? Yeah, maybe. Maybe, man. Nothing interesting, really. Yeah, I mean, it is, I guess it is whatever they said. But all right. In my database, there's still no entries, though. Why is it empty? I wonder if... Daily attempts, daily results, daily passages, daily... All right, we gotta figure this out. All right, I did not run that migration. I just ran it, and things seem to be a little bit better, but I still don't see any entries in my daily spins. Where are you saving the daily spin per user thing? Any data in the daily spins table? Yeah, there's nothing in there, Digital Drummer J. That's why I'm a little bit confused as to what's going on, because I'll just delete my spins if I could, you know. Is there some new skill or tools to make Claude better at front ends? People like to use those skills, like front end skills, I guess. I don't know if you know about the skills thing, but there's like a library of skills in here that you can install. Look, I only have a prod DB, Digital Drummer J. There's only one DB here. And it's production, man. Which is not great. Oh, RLS. So... Wait. Okay, can you add this? All right, what does it have to do? No, it already exists. All right, I don't think this is the problem, man, because there's literally nothing in the daily spins thing, man. I don't think you understand what I mean when I say there's nothing in there. 0 entries. You have the most Twitch badges I've ever seen. I want to see one. How many different ones can you see? Maybe the other day I watched this vid of GPT failing counts 200 every single time it was asked. I'm gonna have to try it. What? I don't understand how people come up with these things to ask Chat GPT, man. Counts 200. I guess they're trying to break it. How did you decide to focus on TypeBlazer over any other side projects? If you click his username, you can see. Oh, dang. How many badges do I have? Mendez, I'll tell you 1 second. Oh, I got some badges. Dang, I got turbo. I forgot to cancel that shit, man. I gotta cancel that turbo thing for sure. Jesus. How much is turbo? They just took out $15. I did turbo for the free trial, and then because I didn't want to get ads for like something, and then I forgot to cancel it, man. All right, Mendez. How did I decide Type Blazer? I decided because, all right, Type Blazer isn't the ultimate thing I've always wanted to build. It's just something that I thought aligns nicely with my stream, and I do like Type Racer, but Type Racer is so annoying to me because of all the ads, and I think the UI sucks. But how did I decide I want to spend my time on Type Blazer over all the other projects? This is a big experiment, man. I'm unsure what I'm capable of doing with vibe coding or LLMs assisting me. And I want to build something that's quite complex, I think. And I was uncertain if I could do it with the LLMs, like purely vibe coding. I don't know if I'd get there or if I'll just spin in circles and never quite finish the project. So I decided, I'm gonna try out vibe coding on a project that is a little bit less complicated and the scope is a little bit smaller. Like Type Blazer, it has a few of the technologies that I'm interested in trying out, like socket stuff and super. I guess everything has a database, but it's like a starter project for me to fine tune my vibe coding flow, fine tune everything that I'm doing with AI and stuff. And then all the knowledge that I learned from this project, I'm going to apply it to my next project, which will be a little bit more involved. What is the tech stack for Type Blazer? Front end, it's Vue. I got the API is Hono.js. Servers are C++, and then Supabase. So that's my tech stack. And for WebSockets, I'm using WebSockets, but on C++, I'm using a library called uWebSockets. It's supposed to be some of the fastest socket libraries out there. Most performant socket library, they say. I don't know if it's true. Why not just use Postgres? Supabase is Postgres, but mainly because authentication stuff. Supabase already has auth solved, and I can just, and it's open source, Supabase. Although I am not self-hosting Supabase right now, it's something I'm interested in doing though. Maybe my next project I will be self-hosting Supabase instead of paying $20 a month for some AWS thing. Global badge, what's that? Anyways, I like Supabase. It gives you quite a bit out of the box, even on the free plan. Yeah, I'm enjoying Supabase for now. My keyboard is too loud. What the cons for Supabase over raw Postgres? I don't know what the cons are. I guess the cons are you're kind of locked into the Supabase ecosystem, but it is open source, so you are able to self-host Supabase if you want to. So I'm not sure what the cons are. Dang, what's that? Type Blazer Championship sound. Someone leaked Claude API keys to a public repo at my company, and they charge $700,000 before anyone caught on. Jeez, that is a lot of money. All right, well, Blazor Bucks Ledger. Spin wheel. Alright, we got a championship race coming up, man. Type Blazer championship race. Uh-oh. Championship race lobby is broken. You know why? It's because I have my dang thing running. Oh, shit. It's because I have... I don't know, man. I gotta fix this championship race. Anytime I have my... Because everything is hooked up to the production database, it gets wonky anytime I'm developing, man. And I really need to fix that problem. So I apologize to everybody about the championship race. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm on the wrong website. No. Oh, yeah. It looks alright. Alright, let me see. Let me see if it works. Jeez. Maybe it wasn't working before. I'm not sure. Whew. Alright. Championship race. Tony Desmond, the gorilla. Alright, I was worried. I think I did probably mess that up somehow. Like mess up the championship race. I'm not too sure. Anyways, 12 o'clock. 1 hour left for my stream. Let me try and see what's up with the daily spin thing, man. I should be working on leagues, but I keep adding these dumb new features. What was that mismatch error thing? What are you talking about? Mismatch error. Oh, as I was typing in the championship race, anytime I mistype something, I think something came up that says, I don't know. I'll have to go look at my VODs maybe. Alright, what was I doing? I was trying to... What was I trying to do? Oh, I was trying to open up my thing. Yes. So the spin wheels are... It's in the dang Blazer Bucks ledger. If I delete those, let me see. If I delete those entries from the ledger, will it mess up how many Blazer Bucks my user has? Like, because it will cause it to not be in sync anymore. Some Reddish alert thing. Yeah, I'm not sure, Little Pixel, but I think it was anytime I typed an error, it showed up. Alright, first see what I'm dealing with. Man, can you make this into one SQL that I run without doing anything manually? I don't like subtract and do math, man. This cleans up all orphan spin wheel entry for every affected user, and then alright, I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna try this, man. Ooh, a little bit nervous. Let's see. Whatevs. I'm gonna just run it. Failed. What is going on, man? What am I doing? Alright, let's see now. Let's see if we can spin this dang daily wheel or whatever. Need more chai. What's happening? Mega vibe coding setup. Yeah, that's all I've been doing lately is vibe coding. Do you have any MCP at the moment? No, I don't. I don't really see a need for any MCP servers for me right now. I guess I could connect it to Supabase, but I'm a little bit scared to do that. So I prefer to just do everything manually with Supabase. Is this Claude Code? Yeah, Claude Code. What was I trying to do? I'm trying to run the server. Just using anti-gravity at the moment. Need to try Claude Code. How's anti-gravity been, man? Lots of people have been using it. I haven't tried it out. I think I installed it, but that's it. I didn't really use it for anything. Alright, let's try this daily spin thing. Alright, I think this whole daily spin thing needs a whole lot of work, so I'm just going to hide the feature for now and work on it silently. Which one should I use? Should I use this? Alright, the daily spin thing needs a whole lot of work before I'm ready to release it. There's a lot of code already submitted and merged into main, but what I want you to do right now is I want you to hide the daily spins routes from the header and also hide everything, man. Like don't load it, like comment it out for now or something. It's been super great. I switched from Cursor to anti-gravity when Cursor changed their payment stuff too much. Seamless switch for my workflow. I see. Yeah, I used Cursor a long time ago, and then I switched from Cursor to Claude Code sometime last year, and I've never been back. Never been back to Cursor, at least. One more thing I worry about with Claude Code is cost. With so much going on, don't your tokens rack up? I'm on the max plan. So the max plan, you are paying a set price. I pay $200 a month, and you get like a certain amount of usage. So they just reset the usage today because of some errors they're having, but I guess for this stream I've used up 10% of my allowance, of my weekly allowance in this last couple hours. Would you ever use DeepSeek locally? I don't think I can. Can I? I think I need like a crazy machine to run DeepSeek, but I don't know. Maybe I can. Will I ever use it locally? I can think of a few use cases, but I don't have plans to use it locally right now. All right, let's hide the daily spins, man. Man, what am I doing? I'm too hungry to think. Not gonna lie. You can't even run Kimi 2.5, 1.1 trillion params model on your local machine. Poor guy. Yeah, I don't know. Those models seem like you need crazy specs to run any of them. I don't know what specs any of these things need though. Steven Sagiball, what's happening? How are you doing? All right, let's. What am I doing here? Let me look at my PRs. All right, I'll wait for these two to merge, and then I'm going to rebuild my binaries and push it to prod, and hopefully things don't go crazy. Oh shit! I meant to look at these animals, man. Where are the animals at? Right here. No, those aren't the animals. Avatar accessories. Work tree, avatar accessories, experimental, animal page 2. All right, let's see these new accessories, man. Those aren't them. Those are old. Viking helmet. What kind of Viking helmet? Whack. Clown wig. Whack. Poop hat. Whack. These are all whack. Spike hat. Man, these are so terrible. I can't believe I wasted time. Conolid, what's happening? What am I building? I'm building a typing game. It's called typeblazer.com. It's live right now, but it's still under development. And right now I was trying to add some new avatar accessories. So we have a few different ones. Hats, crowns, glasses, stuff, you know. I was trying to make more, but they all suck, man. And I have these characters here. And then when you type, that's when you see them. Yeah, so those are the avatars, man. You like those arms, huh? Yeah, that's what they do. Some of them are real ugly. But it's hard. It's hard to get the AI to draw good. But all these accessories it just made are really bad. I don't like any of them. So I'm just gonna scrap all that work. Clean up work trees. Throw away this work. All right, let's see if things are merged yet. All right, one more needs to get merged. Have you tried the banana to draw it? Tuki Tuki. Maybe I have, man. But I didn't try it like just now. I was seeing what's up with Claude. But I need a lot more. I think I need a lot more accessories to make it look cool. Man, this project went from good to great in just the last week. Tonko Blanco, thank you. I thought you were gonna say this project went from good to whack in the last week because it's adding too many features or something. Now I'm trying to like contain myself by not getting too much feature creep, even though it's already happened. There's just so much work left to be done still. I really need to be working on, I always say this, I need to work on my leagues. That's the most important feature to me. But I'm out here joking around instead. Let me see if I can try and make it work right now. Why is it not opening up? Do you have a roadmap? No, man. I should. I don't have anything official like that. Alright, see, I'm in the race, but it says no race in progress, man. Like, I swear, I need this fixed. I'll be working on this for sure all day today. Just my leagues, nothing else. Hey, did I close? Why is VS Code closed? Where'd it go? High potential, what's happening? My VS Code just disappeared, man. That's so crazy. Everything disappeared, man. Did it just crash on me? All my Claudes are gone. Everybody's gone, man. Man, I'm on a Mac. I'm on my Mac Studio High Potential. You need Tmux, yeah, apparently. It's crazy. Now I gotta resume all those sessions. I don't know. Tmux would have been nice. I freaking hate losing my terminals. I just haven't fully learned it yet. But it's sometimes so hard to find chats based on the description in Resume. Yeah, high potential. I'd say it's really difficult, man. I don't even remember what I had up there. Man, I don't even feel like working anymore because everything just closed down on me. Like, what were they doing, man? And how, like, my server is still running though. Maybe I should stop those things. Docker compose down. I have to go to the grocery store, see a fellow vibe coders. Negative IQ viewer. See you later, man. I might end a little early today, man. I'm not feeling it after that just happened. I think I'm too hungry to deal with this. Man, I'm just trying to review some stuff. Wait, I forget the command I have to run here. Yeah. All open PRs already reviewed. What are they talking about? I don't know what they're talking about. Whatever, I'll just merge it. Yeah, I think I'll end early today, man, because I'm too hungry. Unfortunately. So let me just find somebody to raid. Have you cursed at your Claude before? No, not yet. Not yet, man. Who should we raid? Should we raid whoever this is? Man, it's too loud in there. Too much music. Any elite coders? Not really. I'm just gonna end stream, man. I'm tired of raiding people and sticking around. Oh shit. Somebody from YouTube. Twists, turns, shorts. What's happening? How you doing? I'm about to end. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. I think I just gotta go eat food, man. And then I'll work on Type Blazer after I eat, man, offline. But thank you for tuning in. High Potential, Tonko Blanco, Ren1111, Negative IQ Viewer, Tuki Tuki. See you later. Dumpy Don, Steven Sagaball, Need More Chai, Vermel, Adios Amigos, K Lil Pixel, Mendez, see you later. Thank you for tuning in. Who else is there? Pantro, Pantero, adios. Nuji, see you later. And thank you, everyone. I'm just going to end stream now. See you later, everybody on YouTube, if anyone's out there. Have a good night.